Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Toyworld Gold Bii. I believe that's what it's called. And Bii spelled B-I-I. So this is their version, basically, of a G2 Bumblebee. And you see he rolls really well. I love the way the car looks. This is so much more cartoon accurate car mode than the Masterpiece version, I'd say. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this is better than the Masterpiece. The Masterpiece blows this one out of the water in every aspect. I'm just saying that this looks better in the for cartoon accuracy. But yeah, it rolls. These tires don't seem to roll as smoothly as I'd like, but they do roll. And yeah, and then back here we got the pistol, which plugs into the back here, and it sits like it's supposed to sit like this when it goes in there, and that makes the tailpipe. But this piece is so loose it just kind of flops around. So there is that. Yeah, that's this little gun. Looks good. No issues. Set that off to the side, and then let's get him transformed. I've only transformed it one time, so bear with me. Again, I'm just not so good at this anymore. I don't know. Alright, so let's loosen some panels up here. I know there's a piece that's going to come off. See, right there. Because I couldn't get it back on the ball joint when I was transforming it. I figure I'd get it back on in butt mode. So let's pull all these pieces out. Just kind of loosen it up here. I'm sure these will rotate. There we go. Probably like that. Alright, and then this piece can come back here. We'll wait and put things back together later. Alright. Pull this all out. This piece here will fold up. This will fold in. And then we rotate this around. Fold in the mirrors, right? We want to fold in the mirrors. I would imagine we fold in the mirrors. Legs down, and then let's collapse this all up, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm not. Yeah, there we go. Fold it all up like that. Looks good. This will fold up here like that. Tabs in fairly well. Rotate the arms down. Fold the wheel down like that. Window comes down like this, and this comes over. There we go. I'd say that's not too bad, considering that's the first time I've transformed him from car to bot. I've done the bot to car once off screen, but I'm trying to get this. And this is just a ball joint. It just needs to go back in there. You just gotta go in. This thing's being a pain. Sorry. No, not my best review. That's it. All right. There's the Gold Bii. Take his gun here. We can plug it into his hand. Let's see. He holds it just fine. This is still a little floppy, so that's a little unfortunate. So, but tiny bit of super glue in there would fix that in no time. I think he looks great. I'm like kind of picturing what the yellow version would look like in my head because I never had it. But I would say this is a pretty good Bumblebee. I like it. I like this a lot, actually. Head is on a ball joint, so you left and right, up and down. Good range of motion there. Shoulders are on ball joints. Bicep swivel. Ratcheted elbows. That's an odd choice. Hands swivel. They're tight. But they do swivel, and they're all just one mold, which I'm fine with a figure this size. Waist swivel. No ratchets or anything, but it moves very smoothly. Nothing gets in the way. I mean, the backpack cleans up pretty well. Hips are on ball joints, in and out, and around. There's a swivel. It looks just below the knee. Ratcheted knee. Foot is on a rocker and a tilt. So pretty good range of motion there. So yeah, let's do size comparison. Here he is next to Prime and a Seeker, a Combiner Wars car because he's standing there, and a Legends. So I would honestly say he works in this scale with everybody except for the Seekers. The Seekers, again, are just too small. But I think that works pretty well. Pretty well indeed. I would prefer more this scale myself, but one could make the argument that it works. And here he is with MP car and Prime, and that works pretty well too. I would say he's pretty much pretty well in the MP scale. So I guess the really big question would be, what's the point? Typically in a situation like this, I'd just say, like, go with the Masterpiece version because, you know, it came out first and it's better. But in this particular case, he actually came out before the Masterpiece. And I would say he makes a pretty strong argument that he belongs on a Masterpiece shelf. I'm not saying he's perfect, and I'm not saying that he's a perfect representation, you know, of a Masterpiece Bumblebee. But I say he's a pretty damn good Bumblebee. And this is the yellow version, or the gold version. I imagine the yellow version is just as good. I can't sit here and say that he's going to be better than an MP. I don't have the MP to compare at the moment. But I would say this is a pretty damn good one. And I know I'm way, you know, a long time off of making these kind of assessments. But it's one of those, it's like, if you have him and you don't have the MP one, and you were thinking about getting the MP one, you might want to just go ahead and keep this guy. I think this guy's pretty top notch. I really like this figure. It's just a good Toyworld product, and you know, sometimes they just hit these things so hard out of the park that it works. I mean, look how well this thing cleans up. And this little piece right here, and I probably have this wrong somehow. I'm sure, because I don't have instructions, so I'm just kind of winging it. But the chest cleans up so well that it just, and that face sculpt is just, it's great. It's Bumblebee. But anyway, if you're a Bumblebee fan, I'd say pick him up. If you already have him, I wouldn't replace him. Or maybe if you're going in the larger chug scale, and you're looking for a good Bumblebee, you know, you got him or you got the classics. I don't think I have a classics Bumblebee anywhere. But I would say this guy definitely feels a lot better than the classics Bumblebee. That's a guarantee. I like this guy a lot better than him. So, all in all, I'm going to give him a 9. 9 out of 10. I kind of wish... Well, I don't really have any complaints. I just don't think he's a 10. I think I don't have anything I would really say, like, you know, he doesn't hit this nail right on the head or anything, but it's just like, you know, it's just he's trying to be a masterpiece. He's clearly not masterpiece, but he's really close to it. So that's the only reason why he's not a 10 is because of what they're trying to be, and he's not quite there. But all in all, the car mode's amazing. If you're looking for a masterpiece Bumblebee for car mode, this guy's better than the masterpiece version because he actually looks like the G1 cartoon car. So take that with you as you will. So I guess, yeah, that's it.